Hey guys, I'm Becky and welcome back to my channel. So today is just a quick update for me and the month of June and kind of how everything's going in my neck of the woods. So I actually started a new side hustle this month and I started juicing Lime scooters, meaning I'm picking them up, I'm charging them, I'm dropping them off at different locations, I'm just moving them around. It's quite interesting. So I can fit 19 in there pretty easily. Maximum would probably be 21 or 22, and that would be pushing the safety of it. So I'm typically not putting more than 19 in the back of my truck at a time. So it's actually been pretty profitable. I'm surprised with how much it has been profitable. So it's been pretty profitable. I've actually made just over $600 in gross earnings for the month of June. So that's all the work that I did, all the hours and all the scooters that I moved. And then we gotta have to take out the cost of gas, the cost of wear and tear in my truck, and the cost to charge them themselves. And so I ended up grossing just under $400 this month, which I'm pretty happy about. I think that's a really good return, just off of my first month doing it and trying to work out all the kinks and learn the system. And I'm starting to learn the area a little bit better. I wasn't as familiar with downtown and the different places that you would typically see the scooters or drop off the scooters or pick up the scooters. So I'm pretty happy about what I've seen so far. So I definitely think it's going to be something that I continue to do. I'm not sure for how long, but it's earning income and it's a very per diem, PRN type do as you want position, which is great. It's fantastic for not only putting a little bit of money on the side, but also having a fallback plan in case something does go wrong with my job. So I know that I have a little bit of a safety net, and that if I really needed to, I could really work hard to make enough money to make my ends meet off of it. So I'm really happy about that. It's not like all sunshine and rain, I suppose. I did a lot of research on doing the scooters beforehand, and I understood that it's based on the area and how many other people are doing the exact same thing. And there's only a handful of people doing it in my area that I've noticed. It's been a little bit frustrating when you go to grab a scooter and somebody actually has saved it, because you have the ability to save a scooter at a time, or they beat you to it and it messes up your route. So it's just kind of a hit and miss thing with that, but overall it's been pretty good. I will say that when it's peak hours and it's really busy and I'm dropping off scooters, I've actually had to restrain people from taking the scooters before I can actually drop them off officially, because you have to scan the barcode and then take a picture, and that has to be accepted into the app. So it takes a tiny bit of time, and some people, mostly drunk people, are impatient, and I've actually had someone like ride the scooter and I'd stop them and drop it off and go through the whole steps with it. So it's hit and miss with that, but overall it's pretty fun, and you get to drive the scooters for free when you pick them up. I do plan on taking my profits, so my gross earnings, I do intend on reinvesting them back into my stock portfolio and keep growing that dividend stock portfolio that I have. And it was a really hard decision for me to make, because I wanted to pay off my house as fast as possible, but I also want to invest money so that I can retire as fast as possible. And they don't actually go hand in hand. It kind of varies for different situations and different people and where they're at. And so I'm actually splitting my money between paying off my mortgage early and investing into stocks. So I'll do a different video that kind of breaks down what to expect and what that kind of looks like for people. Like, I've had people ask me, what should I only do? I only have $15 extra. Should I put it towards the house? Should I invest it? What should I do with it? So it just kind of depends, but I'll do another video and I'll break down the different scenarios that you might encounter with it and why I'm choosing to do it the way that I'm doing it. As far as my stock portfolio is done, it stayed about the same. I haven't seen a large return on my investment this month from growth in the market, but I have seen dividends come in. So right now my stock portfolio is sitting at $28,331 in value, and my lending club is $582. So that's going down. My stock value is going up, which is the goal. In total, I made just over $64 in dividends for the month of June, which is fantastic. We should see a higher month in July just based on the quarter payouts that I get. I should see a higher return in July, probably over $100. We're getting right on that margin where I'm going to see that consistently every 3 months. And then we'll slowly see these just continue to grow. I'm not too concerned with balancing how much dividend I'm getting per month, so I'm not trying to get the same amount every single month, just that I'm investing in companies that I think are profitable and going to be good for long-term investment. As far as dividend goes, here's the breakdown of all of the dividends that I've received this month. The highest earner that I'm seeing is DUK. Ticker symbol SO, where I made just under $10 in dividends. It's one of my longest investments that I've been involved with, and I really like the company, and so I'm very happy with that return. And then to rebalance my portfolio with the dividends that I did gain from May, I bought 5 shares into the ticker symbol NRZ. Just trying to make sure that I'm balancing out my breakdown goals for my portfolio and keeping it on track to where I want it to be long term. So I haven't invested my Lime earnings yet into my stock market. I'll do that in July, and I'll kind of break down where I'm putting that money and how that's going to impact my long-term growth of that, and just making sure that I'm keeping everything balanced. I'll do another video that kind of breaks down the spreadsheet that I use and how I keep track of my money and kind of stay on track with it. As far as personal updates go, I ended up selling another photography print, which I'm very happy about. It was just under $90, and it's from my Hawaii adventures, and I think it's going to do very well. I've seen quite a few visits on it already, and I just placed it up for sale within like 48 hours of someone purchasing a print of it. So I'm excited about that. I'll link where you can see my photography prints down below. Another one of my big goals that I've been trying to focus on is being more present and spending more time with the moment that I'm going through. I have a very long-term perspective and approach to life, and I want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of the moments and being involved with them. And so I actually took a day off of work and I drove to another state and I visited my grandpa. And I spent a couple hours with him, longer than I was originally anticipating, and it was just an amazing experience to be able to see him. It's been over a year with COVID and everything, and so I really slowed down and focused on what was going on and what was really important to me in the moment. So I'm hoping that I continue to do that. I'm planning to take off a couple days in July and go camping with my family, which is going to be phenomenal. I'm very excited about that, and I'm excited to see where my stock grows, and this website and this channel and my lime juicing career, and just kind of see how everything goes in that regard. So that's an update on me and where I'm at, and I'll see you next time.